This is how the coronavirus has made its mark on religion. The world's holiest sites have either shut down or are modifying traditional rituals. Clerics, priests, rabbis and pastors, they've all united in putting reason above religion. Even nations with official state religions are not letting belief clash with scientific advice. I'm talking about the world's leading Islamic nations, in particular the likes of Saudi Arabia and Iran. Both these nations claim to represent two very different belief systems of Islam, Sunni and Shia. And yet, they have come together in following a common fundamental objective, the objective of protecting human life. Even the most devout are no longer prostrating shoulder to shoulder in these countries. Social distancing is being followed as a tenet. The people here are standing together but separately. What's derailing this effort is not religion, but outdated missionary movements and outreach societies. One of them is at the center of a fiery debate in the Indian media, the Tableeghi Jamaat. If one goes by the cacophony of television debates, this will be the conclusion. The Tableeghi Jamaat was behind a conspiracy to spread the coronavirus in India. But is that true? Was it indeed a conspiracy? Let's separate the facts from fiction. I'm sure our viewers in India know by now what this controversy is all about. On the 13th of March, 3,400 people gathered at Delhi's Nizamuddin area for a Tableeghi Jamaat event. This was a religious congregation with hundreds of delegates from Islamic nations, but it has ended up setting off a coronavirus time bomb in India. Here's how. More than 24 people who attended this gathering have tested positive in New Delhi. In Jammu and Kashmir, 17 people travelled back and have been found infected. In Telangana, more than 40 people have been infected. There have been 6 deaths. In Tamil Nadu, 69 have tested positive with 1 death, and 6 people have been infected in Andaman and Nicobar Islands. That is 110 infections, more than 8 deaths. In Malaysia, more than 16,000 Tableeghis gathered in February, out of which 620 people have tested positive. In Thailand, 10 positive cases of COVID-19 are also tied to the Malaysian gathering. In Pakistan, 27 members of the very same group have tested positive. COVID-19 cases have also been reported in Kyrgyzstan and Gaza, with connections going back to Tableeghi gatherings. And let me remind you, this congregation went on till the 27th of March. Why? To answer this, we'll have to understand the very belief of the Tableeghi Jamaat. It's a body which believes in denial of human agency. Allow me to quote their belief. Whatever happens, they say, happens from the Almighty. No one other than God can do anything. This is what they believe in. This group believes in escape from the troubles of daily life at the cost of worldly responsibilities. Responsibilities like restricting social interaction during a pandemic. It is this extreme fatalism that has risked the lives of thousands in India and the world over. And in calling these people out, we must also ask some tough questions of the authorities. Why were these foreign nationals who arrived for this congregation not put in a quarantine? More importantly, why was this congregation allowed to go on despite lockdown orders? These are questions both the Delhi government and the Delhi police ought to answer. What this also underlines is the need to separate politics from religion. Most of the attendees at the Nizamuddin Markaz were on a state-sponsored visit from Malaysia. In fact, the Tableeghi Jamaat was simultaneously holding religious congregations in Kuala Lumpur. 2/3 of Malaysia's confirmed 3,000 cases have been linked to these events. And the ignorance is not restricted to one religion alone. I must add this. In France, 2,500 confirmed cases of the coronavirus have been linked to one prayer meeting in the French city of Mulhouse. Worshippers who got infected during the prayer meeting carried the disease far and wide, to Switzerland, to French Guiana, Corsica and Switzerland. In Brazil, President Jair Bolsonaro has exempted churches from quarantine. They have been put under essential services. As we said, this is not about a community, it's about a mentality. And if governments do not decisively stop this, there will be a huge price to pay.